A steep decline in oil prices is straining the budget of Nigeria, where the economy is almost totally dependent on proceeds from oil exports, posing a potentially grave security challenge for a country that is already struggling to finance its major projects. Falling oil prices mean that some oil exporters are bracing themselves for significant revenue shortfalls, while some importing countries could benefit economically as consumers pay less for energy and have more to spend elsewhere. Oil is again under pressure this week, ahead of a meeting Thursday in Vienna in which the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries will decide whether or not to cut back on production. However, weaker demand coupled with struggling U.S. production has seen the price benchmark of the Brent crude drop by more than 30% since June. The free fall of oil prices and high demand for the dollar by the importers has led to a fight for survival by the naira in the exchange market. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) on Tuesday caved in to the demands and devalued the naira, setting a new official exchange rate. The Apex Bank also went further to increase the key repo rate from 12 to 13%. All these decisions with justifications.
The Monetary Policy Committee decided as follows in summary: increase MPR by 100 basis points from 12% to 13%. Move the midpoint of the official window of the foreign exchange from 155 naira to the dollar to 168 naira to the dollar.
Analysts say these moves will result in an increase in the price of both imported and local commodities, while banks' lending rates will climb up.
The Nigerian administration has been very indisciplined. We've not been disciplined because there's a common saying, save for the rainy day. When we had oil boom, we should have saved. We should have accumulated our reserve.
If you further devalue naira, it may trickle towards inflation.
There's no country that is import-based that will ordinarily achieve what it ought to achieve if it does not readdress and look inward.
The last time they did this MPR, we argued with CBN, and they said no, they are not going to push it further.
Others are, however, of the opinion that the devaluation of the currency does not spell doom for the nation, but emphasize the need for government to create buffer and diversify the economy to be able to absorb economic shocks in case of future reoccurrences.
Now, what you don't want to do is to sink this country by defending naira at all costs and burning all our reserves. You cannot do that, because you rather put some of those reserves in activating and supporting the non-oil sector, which is where we have been getting our growth.
The Nigerian capital market can be able to be used in such a whereby it's already a barometer in determining how the economy goes.
The analysts, however, assured that the Nigerian economy still remains vibrant despite the ripple effect created by the global oil politics.
Nigeria we have strong grip on our economy, macroeconomy. So you have to give it to Nigeria. But there are so many loopholes that have to be plugged.
They, however, advised that the Nigerian government should take advantage of the current state of the naira to open up wider export window and prioritize the non-oil sector for a better economy. The rate of dwindling oil prices across the world, including Nigeria, has adversely affected the country. But it now behoves on the government to look inwards and develop other sectors that could make the nation a better place for all. Osita Okere, AIT News, Abuja.